All right, where are we on this?
Your
Uh,
Honor, escrow, I believe, was released. I don't think we've received it yet, but that doesn't surprise me. At the last hearing, you released.
That
No,
was a
no, no,
dig.
no,
That
no,
was a
no,
dig at us,
no,
wasn't it?
no.
And
Ypsilanti mail. Your
Alan, did
mail
that
is
sound like a
terrible.
dig? Like we don't do stuff like on
No,
time? No, go ahead. That's okay. I'm a bit sensitive.
I have to tell you, usually the notices of adjournment, we open them after the hearing, not because of the court. The mail is so bad. That's why
Got
you
it.
guys are awesome and you send us the spreadsheet so we know when we have our hearing. Anyways, nothing to do with the
Okay.
court. And the tenant was supposed to pay $1,000, which I believe she did. And then yesterday I was notified she paid the 152. So we are good on her judgment. I mean, she does owe March rent.
So I'll tell you what I have in that. What was my total in escrow? Because I have
2980.
I have 2980 in escrow.
Oh, but and that's been released, right? Or
Um, all of it was mailed? Yes, all of it was mailed on the 28th.
okay. So then
So-
taking that into account, and she paid the 152. I think she paid it yesterday, but whatever, she paid it, and so it's fine.
That she paid the 152 directly to you guys then.
That's my understanding. Is that correct, Ms. Ortiz?
Yes, to Arbor when I
Yes.
Paid that.
Yeah, it was late. I said I was gonna pay it on Friday, but I went and spoke with Wendy, told her I'd bring it to her on Monday because I didn't have transportation to get to Kroger's. But over the weekend, somebody put fire extinguisher through my vents and destroyed my whole apartment. So that's the reason why I'm late on paying that 150.
What do you mean they destroyed your whole apartment?
I left, went upstairs to the neighbor's apartment, came back home, and my whole apartment, clothes, bed, everything was covered in fire extinguisher residue through the vents. So I had,
Vents?
yeah, so all my clothes, my bed, my TVs, my computer,
You
everything.
know anything about that, Miss?
I do not.
No, I didn't inform.
Okay, did you talk to the landlord
Yeah, I
about
talked
it?
to Wendy. She said
Okay.
that kids do it. It happened before kids do it, and it's my responsibility to clean it up and fix it. So,
Got it. Okay,
so
but I think
the 150 was late, but I
it's
had
okay.
okay, but I had an appointment with Hawk on the 26th. That was originally previously scheduled, so I did keep that appointment. She did state that they wanted to cover my March rent. But she needed a ledger that stated, what my rent would be for March with everything paid. So when I went to the office yesterday, they still, have.
They haven't received a check.
Yeah.
Okay, but it seems to me that has she satisfied the judgment?
Yes, I believe so. Let me just confirm.
All right. So the judgment's been satisfied. I'm gonna close this case out.
Okay.
Okay. And then what can happen is then you can still meet with Hawk, ask the landlord to send over a ledger, and maybe they can take care of everything before you have to come back into court.
Okay,
Got it?
yes. Can I please ask Ms. Lookoff, or will you be able to get the ledger before I would? Because when I went yesterday, they were saying, she printed me off one, but it still say I owe like $4,000 and she don't know when she'll have it.
It's gonna show the 4,000 because the money that was in court escrow isn't there yet.
Okay.
Right.
So
I do have
whatever.
one. Sorry, go ahead, Your Honor.
Go ahead, Ms. Lookoff.
I was just say, I this morning I asked for one that has March, so I do have that. But as Your Honor indicated, it's not going to reflect the escrow payment. And I'm just going to throw this out there, Your Honor, because otherwise we're going to have to file a new case. It's just going to have new court costs. So I don't know,
Okay, that's a
March.
good point. Maybe what I'll do, why don't I do this? Why don't I adjourn this out 2 weeks rather than get rid of the case?
Okay. And Ms. Luckoff, I did send an email over to you with the contact person that I have in contact at Hawk. And I'm going to reach back out to her because she said she was going to get everything hopefully done within the first week of March.
Okay, so what will happen is if we send it out on the 28th, the check should be getting there sometime, hopefully this week.
Okay.
And then that amount will be subtracted off, then they can get you a ledger and hopefully we can get that resolved. If I adjourn it out, Ms. Luckoff's right. If I adjourn it, I'll never say that again.
Is that recorded? Okay, yeah.
If I adjourn it out a couple weeks, that way, if something happens, they're not bringing you back in and you get more court costs. So it may save you money in the long run, okay? We'll do it that way. So it'll be March 15, 2024 at 1 p.m.
All right.
Okay, is there anything you want to yell at me about?
No.
Okay, because everybody seems to want to yell at me today, so I just wanted to give everybody an opportunity. All right. Thank you. And where are we on this? Pardon?
No new window.
No new window.
And it's been extra cold past couple of weeks and rainy and windy.
So remind me about your window.
So it's off track. So basically anyone could just take a ladder and push my window in and get in my house. Also the fact that it makes my whole house cold. Oh.
Right. Okay, you filed an, did you receive a copy of her answer, which was really a letter?
Yeah, sorry.
I did not, Your Honor.
You did not. Okay.
There's like a couple concerning things, that just revolve around the window.
Pardon?
I said it's just a couple concerning things that revolve around the window. My heating bill, the guy who's squatting in the building.
What guy is squatting in the building?
I don't know the whole story. I just know that he harasses like everybody around our building. And I think his name is Dave. He walks with a cane. I think he was evicted recently and he's been squatting in the building. It's like a connecting hallway underneath. And yeah, he threatens to shoot the lady who lives above me. That's in my
He said what?
He threatens to shoot the lady that lives above me.
Have you called the police?
We have. He just won't leave.
What do the police do when you get there?
Not much. And it's usually in the middle of the night. And then he's also knocked on our door. So
Okay.
yeah.
I'm not aware
I
of
just
any,
don't-
Your Honor. Is this in
Pardon?
the answer?
Yeah,
Or-
it's in the answer. Yeah.
It's in
I've got-
here. It's in the answer, right?
It's like a whole page.
Yeah, it's a whole page. And
I just
why don't we do this? Make sure this answer gets over. Yeah, to Miss Luckoff.
I just want my window fixed and that guy out of there.
She just wants her window fixed and the guy out of there.
Yeah, the
Right.
window's being installed on March 6th. And just
No.
to,
Hold on.
what
That
do you mean?
she's telling you what she's got scheduled.
Okay. Okay, sorry.
Go ahead, Miss Luckoff.
So the window is being scheduled on March 6th, and the reason, and I may have indicated this last hearing, the company, National Glass, actually installed her window into the wrong unit to get. So that's going to happen on March 6th. And then I can certainly look at the answer, but I did want the court to be aware of that. And I want to look here at the balance we have. Let's see. So I'm showing a balance of $3,977.85.
3,900.
77.85.
Okay. And she put in 900 into escrow.
Yeah.
All right. And then this is going to include your March rent. How much is your March rent?
It's like do you guys include the trash and the pest control and all that stuff?
That's a good question. I mean, for purposes of escrow, Your Honor, it's $970. There are also some other incidental costs, but I usually don't ask for that to be put in escrow.
Got it.
Okay.
Right.
I just wanted to double check that.
All right. So, ma'am, you're going to have to put 970 into escrow. All right. So when are you going to do that?
Sometime within the next week. My work schedule has flip-flopped, so I'll have a little bit more time to actually go run it to Kroger or an ATM and get the cash out because you
Okay,
guys
so-
require cash.
Got it. Can you get that in by, say, the 5th?
I can try.
Well, what day
What
can you,
What day's the 5th?
the 5th is Tuesday.
Because I'm also in school. Can I have Friday?
The 8th?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. So pay that by the 8th. Put the 970 in. I'll get this answer over there. I'll set this for the 15th, 2024 at 1 p.m. And then that way, hopefully at that point, your window will be in. That will be there. I can't say, when you called the police, was there a police report filed?
I think there's one police report, but because I don't necessarily feel safe with calling the cops because everyone in there is kind of weird about the cops. I always yeah, it's like
So you do an anonymous, okay.
Yeah.
So is it YPD that responds or sheriff?
I think it's the sheriff, but it's like multiple cars that come in.
When he's there, multiple cars come
And
in.
multiple cars. I think they know about him. I just think they can't get him out. He always just comes back. He's legitimately squatting in the building.
Ms.
Now,
Bennett, I do see a note here that they are willing to transfer you to another unit. So if you want to go talk to Wendy,
okay.
and we
Not
can still
today.
adjourn
I
this
can't talk
out,
to them.
but
Got
that
it.
might make you more comfortable.
It would, because we also have a no knocking sign. Sorry. We have a no knocking sign on our door because people keep knocking and we're supposed to get a new air filter. And that's really just for the people trying to knock on my door and asking for money. They can come in.
That's fine. So here's what happened.
Okay.
They're willing to move you to a new unit. I'll set this for the 15th, put the 970 into escrow. We'll straighten everything out. Let's see if they can get you into a new unit.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Your Honor,
Thank
just
you.
one more question here because we still have a sizable balance. My notes say that the defendant did apply for SCR. So I just don't know if we have any update on that because the balance, they can only transfer you if you clear your balance. So
okay. I can get my balance cleared. I can get my balance cleared. My caseworker has cut off all my benefits.
Got it.
Yeah.
But you can get it clear by the time you have to transfer a unit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then work on doing that. And then we'll figure everything out on the 15th. At worst, there'll be a new window.
Yeah.
If you're not even moved at that point, you'll have the 970 in, which will be about half our balance will be there.
Yeah. Hopefully more than that.
And then you can clear the balance.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Almost afraid to ask, but where are we?
We're not in a good spot, Your Honor.
Okay.
There's a smell. They went in on Wednesday to do a spray, and Miss Edwards did leave the unit with her cat. However, it didn't appear that the unit had been vacuumed or prepped for the spraying. So they did do spraying, but she's supposed to be vacuuming and keeping up with laundry and stuff like that. And upon management trying to enter the unit, there was a smell and they weren't not able to enter the unit due to the smell to do an inspection.
Okay. Ms. Edwards,
Yes, Your Honor.
what's your position on this?
That I have been trying for some time and I'm still trying to get home help, which I desperately need. And one of the things that I have been told is that nobody is going to send anybody in here until the bed bugs are gone.
Okay, but we're at a point now where the conditions keep existing and I don't.
And Your Honor, if I may, she was receiving assistance, or at least the presence of assistance from the Housing Bureau for Seniors. And they indicated that they're unable to assist her anymore due to her not cooperating with requests.
Got it. Okay, so.
It was due to me not cooperating with requests.
Pardon?
The woman from the Housing Bureau for Seniors did not tell me that it was due to not cooperating. I just want to get that in there.
Okay, but that's what they're telling the landlord, that you're not cooperating with them, so they can't provide assistance.
I don't know in what way I haven't cooperated with the service agency. And I've tried to talk to Renee also and ask for a little bit more time, and she has refused.
Okay, but Miss Edwards,
Yes.
here's what the problem is. The landlord has been trying to work with you. I've been also cajoling them to try to work this out, given your circumstances, because there really wasn't any issue for me to try on the case. I was hoping that what we could do was resolve the entirety of this matter, give you time to heal and get services in there for you. But at every turn, and when I bring the case back up, it appears that those services aren't coming in for you. And that the conditions of the premises continue to get worse, or they improve, but then they go right back to where they are, that the landlord can't do the extermination because of the condition of the unit. We were able to get the unit into one, or at least get, I think, one dose of extermination, because we got the unit in a condition that it could be. But then for the second treatment, that couldn't happen because the unit had to be maintained in a certain way. And so now we're at a position where there's not a whole lot else I can do.
Excuse me, I would disagree that they were not able to come in for a second treatment. I believe they were in here, because when I came back, the bed bugs were just all over out in the open, which they were hiding before, apparently, because I didn't see them that much. But there was a distinct change. And I really am waiting on these agencies. I mean, Pace told me that they can't send anyone in until the bed bugs are completely gone. I've applied for help from DHS. I haven't heard back from them. Their process can be kind of slow. And I only got the letter from them with the application in it about a week ago. So, I filled it out and sent it back, and I don't know when I will have a response to that. I've also called other agencies. I've called Hawk. I've called the Community Action Network of Washtenaw County. I've called my insurance. I've called Washtenaw County Environmental Health, the Hoarding Task Force, and Jewish Family Services. And I have not had response from any of those as of now. And I know, these agencies are overwhelmed at this point. I understand that. So I'm not faulting them. But I just don't know what I can do to speed up the process with getting help, because I really need help from an outside source.
And I'm aware of that, Ms. Edwards, and we've been trying now we'll be going into our third month of really trying to do this, and we can't continue to go on this way. Nobody wants to have you evicted from the premises, but the premises can't continue to exist in the way that it is. It just can't. And so what I'm going to do, as I indicated before, there was really never a tribal issue. We were just trying to resolve the matter. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to issue a judgment for possession to the plaintiff, finding no tribal issue. A writ will not issue until the 15th of March. So I'm going to give you a little bit more time. And so what I'm going to suggest to you, Miss Edwards, is that you just continue to contact these agencies, see if you can get someone in there, get a plan developed, and then get that to Rose Community, and maybe they won't then issue the order of eviction. But at this point, ma'am, that's basically all that I can do. I can't continue to ask the landlord to wait and to try to do things. They've, in all honesty, they've gone overboard. They've done more than what they certainly legally would be required to do. And so I applaud them. I applaud them for that. But, you know, at some point it comes to the end of the road. This was going to resolve one way or another, and now we're just at that point. All right. So I'm going to issue that judgment. I'll sign it when it's presented to the court. Miss Edwards, I just wish you the best of luck. Okay.
So if I can manage to get some help before the 15th, how do I get that information to you? Or
well, you need to get it. You need to get it to the landlord, because
Okay.
it's going to be. You need to get that to them, and then they're going to make a decision which is in their interest as to what they do. But you're going to have something in place, and it's going to have to work out. That's what we've been trying to do, and it hasn't worked out so far. But I'd suggest that you get to these agencies and then contact your landlord and see if you can work with them. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.